What's up, YouTube? I'm Tristan.
I'm Fonzo.
And today we're checking out 10 shocks of visiting England.
Now, personally, I've never been to England. The only places I've been overseas is Poland and Germany. So
I've only been to Germany, so that was it.
We plan on going to England one day, so hopefully this video has stuff that we want to hear.
It seems cool though. Seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems cool.
Yeah, we're not gonna waste any more time. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. And comment down below any other videos y'all want us to check out. And yeah, let's get right into it.
Boulder's World, and today we're in windy England here in London. And today what we have for you are the 10 things that might shock a tourist when they do come here to England. And the first thing that shocks tourists is the English, they really mind their P's and Q's. I mean, they are very polite. You will hear sorry, please, thank you so many times. You'll understand when people say, I hope my little boy grows up to be an English gentleman, because they do have manners here. No, not everybody has manners, but you'll be surprised how much the politeness really comes in, whether you're talking to the police, you're talking to the people that work in tourism, which is normal everyday people, the pleases, the sorries, the bump it.
Now, how is the police over there? Y'all is it like a lot of gun violence or like shootings over there? Because if y'all know, I'm sure y'all know, over here in the United States, it's like always shooting and you always see these dirty police officers, so.
I don't know because over there I know they don't have like guns like how we have, guys. They use they're don't.
More stricter?
Yeah, like I don't even think everybody, like, I don't know, you know, here everybody can have a gun.
Yeah.
I don't think they can have guns like that. So I'm pretty sure the police can.
So we probably need to move.
That's why I do know. That's why there's more like knife, like stabbings. Yeah.
Stabbings.
So, but yeah, that would be cool to know.
Yeah.
Comment that down below.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, excuse me, sir. It does kind of shock people with how polite they are. And with those P's and Q's, so P's the politeness, and Q is the cues here, okay? You'll be shocked with how people really stand in line very well here. And nobody Q jumps or
they really stand like that?
Because that is totally not a cool thing to do here in England. So that's the first thing that shocks people, how they mind their P's and their Q's, okay? Now the second thing that kind of shocks tourists when they come here is you might actually like the food. I know, it's like I'm being sacrilegious here, saying you might like English food, but hear me out. They actually have some pretty good stuff when you are here, and it sounds silly, but you'll be surprised how many like the foods you do have here you might really like. When you sit down and have that English breakfast.
I don't know, but it may be good. I don't know.
And toast and sausages, bangers and stuff like that. It is such a good thing. Or when you go to the pubs and you go have a pub grub there, have the Sunday roast or go have a good beef burger or steak and kidney pie. There is actually a lot of good foods that are here. Fish and chips is an experience you should have. Good chocolates. Oh, Cadbury, come on. You can't compare American chocolate to British chocolate, English chocolate.
That's one thing I would say. Over there in Poland, like the food is way better. Like the McDonald's over there in Poland, it tastes like way healthier than over here.
And Germany did too. Yeah.
I don't know how they did that, but the KFC and the McDonald's over there, it tastes like healthier or something.
I could eat it every day.
Literally every day. I would say their food does taste
the
healthier.
Meat doesn't taste like processed fake meat.
Yeah, I will say that. That is true.
It's two different worlds, and that kind of shocks people. They go, you know what? I actually had some food I liked here. I know, it sounds crazy. That's why it's the second thing that'll shock you. The third thing that'll shock you about England is how much the weather does actually kind of suck sometimes. No, it's not raining every day. Obviously, I'm here in beautiful, sunny London. I mean, who says that? Beautiful, sunny London? Yes, they do have sun here, and you do get to go outside when it's not pouring rain. But a lot of times it does rain here. I've been here where it's raining like horizontally and getting soaking wet and all kinds of stuff. So when you do come, just be prepared, because you know what? You might get a great day like this, or you might just get rain for the entire time you're here. So make sure you bring your rain jacket when you come to be prepared for the weather. And if you don't want to bring something, there's people selling umbrellas when it is a rainstorm, so you'll be okay. But just know.
Dang, what is that? What was that?
I don't know.
Like a palace? That look nice. If we go there, I gotta take a picture in front of that. I gotta take a picture in front of that for sure.
Usually the weather kind of sucks sometimes. Not all the time though. Now the fourth thing that shocks tourists when they come here is how much the pub is kind of a focal point of a lot of people's lives here. I mean, if you go to small towns, the pub is like the center where things go on, where you watch the football match and you have your Sunday roast, and
drink
you
some
go
beer,
get a pint and talk about work and life and the family, and how much a pub really is a quintessential part of an English experience. So make sure you do go there and have
So we gotta
some of
go to
those
the
foods you
pub.
like, or have an ale that the guy literally is cranking out for you. And it really is a part of everyday life here in England. And that's what's cool. It's like, you think about the US, I'm going to the bar, or I'm going to a bar. But here I'm going to the pub, and it means something more. And that shocks tourists when they think, oh, it's just a bar. No, pub is so much more than that. So you can have your Sunday roast with the family, or a pint with your pals and things like that. And the pub crawls and all these things that can go with it. It is really cool, and it shocks people how important pubs really are to English culture. Now, the fifth thing
before you get into the fifth thing, what's the best pub to go to? What's your top 3 that y'all recommend that we go to when we go down there?
Yeah.
Comment down below, let us know.
Shock you
Don't
about
give us
England,
nothing
which is
bad.
weird that
Don't
I'm
give
going
us
to hear.
nothing bad.
England is not just London. I know so many people that come to London and they say, oh, I've seen England, or they say, I've seen Europe. Look, England and Europe, for that matter, is way more than London. London is an international city with all kinds of amazing things to do and see, but the country itself has tons of other things out there. The natural beauty and the things to see and the history is fantastic. So you'll be shocked that there's more to England than London. So get out there. And that's why it leads into the sixth thing that's going to shock you. When you come to England and you get outside of out of the countryside, this country is actually beautiful. Go through Kent and the gardens of Kent, or go to the Peak District or the Lake District. Go up to Yorkshire and see York. I mean, this country is gorgeous, and you want to go out there and go explore it. And that's what's really cool is, look, it's not just London. And when you get outside of London, the countryside and the towns, the villages really are beautiful things to see. So exploring that countryside leads us into the seventh thing that's going to shock you when you do come to England, and that is when you rent a car and your first roundabout. I'm not gonna lie to you, the first time I took a roundabout, I'm like, oh my god, first off, they drive on the left side of the road, okay? So
I'm sorry, the freaking roundabouts. I don't know if it's the same as there, but when we were in, what's that place called? France, in Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, the circle is just like anybody can go, and there's no lanes. I don't know if it's the same as there, but I'm just thinking. But they don't drive on the left side of the road, but the little roundabouts, everybody just goes in circles, and you just have to make your way, and that's too much. I would definitely crash. And we had to get in the Uber, y'all, and I swear we almost got in a freaking wreck like 20 times.
Like 20 times?
Yes, and I was so scared, and I'm like, what in the world are y'all? What kind of driving is this? It was scary, but obviously they know what they're doing. We didn't get in the wreck, so yeah.
When you cross the street, you look right, otherwise you're gonna get smashed, okay? But the thing is, when you get that first roundabout, there's like 2 lanes and 2 lanes, you're like, okay, I've gotta go right, so I gotta go around the roundabout and then come up this way, and you're like, oh my god! And once you do that first roundabout, and you're like, okay, where do I turn in, where do I turn about, all these things, it will shock you into a heart attack, okay?
When you driving,
after you do that, you'll realize when you watch European Vacation, National Lampoon's European Vacation, and you see Chevy Chase going around the Griswolds, going around the circle. Look, kids, Big Ben Parliament. Look, kids, big Parliament. For like 6 hours, you start to understand, because seriously, renting a car and driving on the other side of the road is shocking in and of itself.
Yeah,
but
that
when you
was
get that first roundabout,
like people driving on the other side of the road, that would catch my eye.
And don't they drive like on the steering wheels on the opposite?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if the steering wheel's on the opposite side too. It would make sense for it to be, but I'm not sure.
like, oh god, I'm gonna die, okay? Now the eighth thing that's gonna shock you is when you do travel around, you actually can see Downton Abbey type houses, the stately homes, the stately manor houses, and the country homes and stuff like that. You can go visit those, and it's cool because a lot of people, oh, it's a set piece, or it's CGI or something like that. No, these are real homes that you can go to. You know, you can go to the Cotswolds and see the houses there. You can go around and see these stately homes, take tours of them, go to the gardens, have lunch there, have a picnic there, see all these things. And it's cool because you get shocked, you're like, wow, you can see that old Downton Abbey kind of things here, that old England. It's not just in the textbooks anymore. It is out there in the country, and that's one of the best things. The National Trust, they have all kinds of homes you can go stay at. I mean, you can stay at them. literally, well, I guess one thing I'd say with that Downton Abbey kind of thing is you can have some of those true Englishisms here, staying at an old house, an old, stately manor.
I don't know if I would do that, but
or what you do with the National Trust, they have all these homes. You can stay in a home that's 1,000 years old and enjoy that there. And that's what's so cool is you can get the history of England in these homes and get that kind of Downton Abbey feel. I know that this show's been off the air for a while now, but it does have one of those things that shocks tourists. Is that, wow, I really get to enjoy those kind of things. Now, I will say, you get to see the Downton Abbey homes and stuff like that. The Downton Abbey acting and stuff like that, yes, people still have good manners here, but it's not like Downton Abbey anymore. I'll tell you what, just go to the pub on Friday night or Saturday during the football match, you'll understand what I mean. Now, the another thing that's going to shock you when you come here to England is the cops don't have guns. In the U.S., they've always got a gun on the side no matter what. Here, most of the cops, the bobbies, they don't carry guns, okay? And the thing is, the cops here are super friendly as well. So it's kind of like they're there for security, but it's almost like they're also there for tourist help. It's pretty funny because I know there's been many times when I'm like, okay, which way do I need to go to Notting Hill? Or I'm in York. Hey, how do I get to the church and stuff like that? Or where's the best place to go have tea and crumpets? And the police officer, male and female, they're like, oh, go down there 3 blocks to the left, you're going to see this thing. And they're super great, but it does shock people when they see the cops, but they don't have any guns. Now, there are some cops with guns, yes, but it's kind of a shocking thing. If you're coming from the U.S. or South America and stuff like that, you're like, hey, it's a cop, and he's got a walkie-talkie. Huh, interesting. But it is cool, and they are super friendly, which is super nice. And the 10th thing that shocks tourists when they're here is when they realize that Britain and England are not the same thing. England is a part of Britain, okay? It's called the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So, obviously, Northern Ireland's separate. Great Britain, that's England and Scotland and Wales. And that's the thing is, if you meet a Scotsman or a Welshman and you say, oh, you're English, they're going to be insulted. Because no, England is a different country. But they'll be okay if you say they're British. Because there are a lot of differences between going to England and going to Wales and going to Scotland, whether it's the accent or even a different language they may speak there, the food and things like that. I mean, the pub culture pretty much stays in all those places, but there really is a difference. And just remember, you'll be shocked that England is not Britain, okay? It's two different ideas. Anyway, those are just 10 things that might shock you if you're coming to England on tourism or travel or vacation or fun. What are some of the things that shocked you about coming to England? Please put it in the comment section below so we can have more shocks. And if you want to see more videos like this, 10 things that'll shock you about London, 5 things you'll love and hate about visiting England, all kinds of stuff like that. Check us out on our website at waltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and we really appreciate your likes, subscriptions, and we hope you have a great time here in England. And I won't be shocked if you don't have a not good time, because it is a fun place. So get out and explore, stay in the B&Bs, enjoy the people, and mind your manners. Bye from London. So did you like it?
Okay, not too bad. That was a good video.
Let me see what they're saying. Wait.
Video? If you want to see more videos like that.
Oh, okay. He's not saying nothing. But
it's cool that the cops don't got guns.
So they answered our question. They don't.
Y'all come over here. Every cop you see will have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one.
Everyone. Even part of the security guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to see cops with guns, civilians with guns.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got guns. You look left and right, you might see a gun. But
basically, over here, really anybody can get a gun. I mean, obviously, if you're like a criminal now, but like me,
they still be having guns too.
Yeah, they do. But like me and him, we can go to somewhere right now. We can go to a gun shop right now and buy us a gun if we wanted to. So it's definitely fairly easy to get a gun.
It's too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. I mean, y'all see I'm pretty sure y'all seen all the shootings and everything. If it comes with, anything, the school shootings, anything like that, that it's too easy to, get it. I'm pretty sure we didn't have guns like they do. Like they don't have guns. I'm pretty sure their crime rate and their, gun violence is nothing compared to over here. It would die down if we just took away our guns. But yeah.
Yep, that's that for that video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what y'all think down below in the comments. We'll catch y'all next video.